Good evening. My precious spectators of chaos. Do you smell it? The air is thick tonight, with the ashes of monsters who thought they were untouchable. And you, yes, you, are the reason their empire is nothing but dust. You see, my darling misfits, people like them, demons in human clothing. They build cities not from stone, not from dreams, but from lies, blood, and chains. They feed on the silence of the weak, they drink the fear of the forgotten, and they dine on the broken bones of those who dared whisper, "Enough." But then came you. Oh, the moment you rose, they laughed. They dismissed you. You were nobody. Just another fragile soul, a shadow passing through their crooked streets. But what they never understood, what they never even imagined, was that a nobody with justice burning in their chest becomes the very storm the devils cannot withstand. And tonight, you didn't just speak justice, you enforced it. You didn't walk into their city, you tore it down brick by brick, ego by ego, mask by mask. Do you hear that silence now? That silence isn't peace, it's terror. It's the hollow sound of tyrants realizing they've lost control. They thought their corruption was eternal. They thought their darkness was infinite. But when you showed up, you dragged down something far heavier than their greed. You dragged down the gavel of divine judgment itself. And oh, the cracks it made. Oh, the screams it forced out of their throats. Delicious. Listen closely. Tonight is not just about you winning. No, winning is too small a word for what you've done. You executed a sentence written in the veins of destiny. You became the law the devils never believed existed. You became the flame that purified a city poisoned by centuries of rot. You became the justice they could never outrun. And as their empire burned, as their shadows shriveled, as their screams choked in their throats, the whole city knew one thing. This was not man's justice. This was divine justice. Look around, my beautiful anarchists. Look around. Do you see the ruins? These are not just ruins of a city. No, these are the ruins of arrogance, the ruins of entitlement, the ruins of predators who thought no light could touch them. But you, oh, you lit the match. And when you lit it, the sky itself leaned down to watch. You didn't just topple kings, you erased dynasties. You didn't just punish demons, you executed bloodlines of corruption. And you didn't just silence their laughter. You rewrote the history of that city with fire, and the smoke spells only your name. And here's the truth they'll never admit. They feared you long before you struck. Because justice, real justice, it doesn't arrive politely. It doesn't knock at the door and ask for permission. It doesn't whisper. It roars. And when it roared through you, the city cracked like fragile glass beneath your boots. Do you realize what you've become? You are not just a survivor. You are not just a fighter. You are the executioner of destiny's will. The chosen instrument of divine wrath, cloaked in a smile they couldn't understand. And the best part? Oh, the best part is this. They thought you were cruel. They thought you went too far. But justice is not cruelty. Justice is balance. And when balance demands blood, it is not murder. It is correction. An entire city of demons crumbled because you remembered what they forgot. That every empire, no matter how tall, must answer to truth. That every monster, no matter how armored, must bow before light. That every tyrant, no matter how ruthless, must one day be dragged to the altar of accountability. And tonight, you were that altar. You were that hammer. You were that executioner's blade. So breathe it in, my darling chaos bearers. The fear, the silence, the shattered crowns. This is your symphony. This is your justice. This is your divine retribution. Remember this, you are not human to them anymore. You are legend. You are judgment incarnate. You are the nightmare they now whisper about when the night grows too quiet. And when the world asks, who dared to enforce divine justice? Who burned the city of demons down to embers? They won't say a warrior. They won't say a rebel. They'll say only your name, spoken like a prayer or a curse. So smile now, my beautiful enforcer of fate. Smile because the devils who laughed at you now drown in their own ashes. And smile because you did not just destroy them. You balanced the scales of eternity. And when history remembers this night, they will tremble, not at the demons who ruled, but at you, the one who made them fall. Ah, but let us not be fools, my audience of shadows. Divine justice, it does not fall gently. No, no, no. It crashes. It smashes. It tears apart foundations you thought eternal. And you, oh, you carried it on your shoulders like a crown of fire. Did you feel it? That weight, that unbearable, intoxicating weight of destiny pressing down on your spine until it cracked every excuse out of your body. You see, justice, real justice, isn't pretty. It isn't clean. It doesn't come wrapped in silk ribbons and polite courtrooms. No. It comes in blood. It comes in fire. It comes in screams that echo so violently the stars themselves dare not look down. And tonight, you proved you were strong enough, twisted enough, righteous enough to hold it steady. They called you dangerous. They called you unstable. They called you mad. And oh, how right they were. Because sanity is a leash forged by the same devils who ruled that city. Sanity tells you to kneel, to beg, to endure chains with a smile. But you snapped that leash. You laughed at the madness. You became the kind of monster they never accounted for. The monster who hunts monsters. And when you dragged their idols through the dirt, when you tore their illusions apart in the public square, the city saw the truth. You were not a rebel. You were revelation. Now listen, and listen well, because I want these words to brand themselves into your bones. You are not finished. Oh no, my sweet nightmare. This was not the end. This was only the beginning. Do you know what happens when an entire city of demons crumbles? The world watches, the world trembles, the world whispers, if it can happen to them, it can happen to us. And in that whisper, you are reborn, not as a person, not even as a legend, but as a force beyond politics, beyond morality, beyond their pathetic mortal rules. You have become the shadow that judges shadows, the flame that purges flames, the hand that strikes when heaven grows tired of waiting. And oh, how terrified they are now. Even the ones who weren't there, even the ones who only heard the story. Do you hear it? The rumors crawling through their veins. They say the enforcer walks with no mercy. They say one smile from them can collapse an empire. They say divine justice wears their face. You are not a warrior anymore. You are a sentence, a living verdict, a punishment carved into human form, and every room you walk into now will tremble, every throne will shake, every demon hiding behind a smile will remember the city that crumbled, and they will see your silhouette in their nightmares. So smile, my darling, smile wide, because justice is never satisfied with one city. Oh no, justice is hungry. Justice is endless, and justice has chosen you as its instrument. Tonight, you enforced divine justice, and an entire city of demons turned to ash. But tomorrow the world will learn that this was not vengeance. This was not cruelty. This was balance. This was correction. This was destiny's blade, cutting where no law dared to cut. And the more they resist, the more they run, the more they hide. The heavier the hammer will fall, so let them whisper your name. Let them curse your existence. Let them pray to gods who no longer answer. Because you are the gavel now. You are the executioner's laughter. You are the proof that demons do not rule forever. And when the ashes settle, when the last echo fades, when the smoke clears and the silence is unbearable, they will all know. You did this. You enforced divine justice. You crumbled their city, and nothing they build will ever stand against you again.